Hey guys, welcome back to That's a Good Fish. Here we are in headquarters. We're going to start doing something a little bit different this year. Every Wednesday night, we're going to do a lure / bait review, whether it's a hard bait or a soft plastic, a rod, a reel, an accessory. We're going to do a review. Our goal's 50, so this bait right here is going to be number 1, and we're going to go all the way to 50. Just a heads up, if there's anything that you guys have that you want us to review, go ahead and send it to us. We'll fish it, we'll throw it, we'll see the action on it, and we'll give ourselves or give you guys a review on it. So one thing we want to start off by saying, we posted last week that there was a co-angler in Florida that was ejected from a boat, and it took them 4 days to find him, but they did find him this morning at the bottom of the lake. So prayers to Nick Kaler's family, and he left behind a wife and a daughter, and it's a bad deal. So for all those watching, say a prayer for him. Anyway, back to our review. Tonight, we're going to review a brand new bait. It came out last Wednesday. We were able to get our hands on a couple of them. It's called the Ima Glide, and it's actually a very, very unique lure for a couple of reasons. One, it's basically 2 lures put into one. And what I mean by that, it's like taking a glide bait and a soft jerk bait and putting them together. So just a few things up front about it. It's a one-piece body, just like a glide bait. So that allows you, when you reel it just like a glide bait, it's going to give you that S action. For those people that know how glide baits work, this thing has the same action. You get that really wide S, that little hunt action that everybody wants out of a glide bait, if you so choose. The other way you can work it is just like a soft jerk bait. You cast it out there, you reel it, you twitch it, you reel it, you twitch it, just like a jerk bait, and that thing's just going to dart. It's going to dart all over the place. Now, one of the neatest characteristics about it's the way it's shaped. It's shaped just like the bottom of a boat. So you've got the top of the boat here, and you've got the bottom of the boat here. What that does is when you're jerking this bait and it's dancing all over the place, because of the way the bottom is shaped like a boat, that's always going to keep your line on top of the bait, which is going to prevent your line from getting tangled up in your hooks. So just like a soft jerk bait, it's going to dance all over the place, but because it's got that boat-like bottom, it's going to keep that line away from your hooks. So you can work it as fast as you want or as slow as you want, and you're never going to have to worry about your hooks tangling up with your line. The second thing about it is it is 100% weighted evenly, which means when this thing falls, it's going to fall straight down and kind of shimmy a little bit, just like a fluke, just like a soft jerkbait or a lipless crankbait. It's going to fall very slowly, and it's going to fall horizontal. So when you're twitching and you stop, it's going to fall just like a wounded bait fish. It comes in 2 sizes. This one here is the 5-inch. It's called the 125. It comes in a 178, which is a 7-inch glide bait. This one here weighs right at 1 ounce, so you can throw it on a 7-foot rod, 20-pound test. You don't need anything huge to throw it. The 7-inch I think weighs about 2 ounces, just a little over 2 ounces, so you're going to need like an actual swim bait rod to throw it. It comes in 6 colors. This color here is kind of a transparent brown back. They call it the natural. It's probably the most natural looking color they have. They've got a bluegill color, gizzard shad, blueback herring. This one here is called the half metallic IU. It's a little bit shinier, but it still has that open transparent bottom. You get a little bit of stained water and you want a little bit of flash, this is probably going to be the color to go with. Anyway, for those people out there that like to throw swim baits, and obviously in the spring and the fall when they're chasing shad, we all like throwing soft jerk baits because you can work them on top, you can work them in the bottom. And the ones that we have are actually the sinking version, so that we can work them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foot down and try to get those suspended fish, you know, either pre-spawn when they first move up or post-spawn after they first move out. So these retail anywhere from 15 to 19 bucks depending on how, you know, if you buy the 125 or the 178. If you buy the floating versus the sinking version, the price will vary. Overall, what we're going to start doing too is we're going to give a grade of a 10 on everything that we review. Basically based off the price, the action, how the bait's, you know, built. This one here, we're going to give it an 8.5 out of a 10. Price-wise is a 10 out of 10. I mean, to be able to buy basically 2 baits for 20 bucks, a hard bait, 2 treble hooks, it's well put together. You know, that's perfect. Action-wise, we're going to give it about a 7.5 or an 8. It doesn't have that huge sweeping S motion like most glide baits have. And then obviously, you know, a jerk bait, if you rig a jerk bait properly, you can get it to really walk the dog, do that S bait as well. This is a little bit more erratic. But, you know, quality-wise, Ima's a Japanese lure company. Everything they make is top-notch. This thing's built the exact same way. It's 100% top-notch. You know, overall, 8 out of 10 on this bait. We're going to catch a bunch of fish on it this year. We're going to get you some footage soon of what this bait looks like in the water so that you can see it. But check them out. You can buy them online. And like we said, we're going to start doing this every Wednesday. If you've got lures or baits or rods or reels or anything fishing related that you want us to try out and test out and do a review on, shoot us an email, PM us on Facebook, hit us up on Instagram, and we'll be more than happy to do that. So again, Ima Glide, 125, 178, 5 inches to 7 inches. Go get yourself one. That's good fish.